Juan's class has been doing for that chiller right over there. They've been threading the PVC pipe.
Right.
They don't recommend that you use the same blade. They always say if it's going to be plastic, always have a set strictly for plastic, because these will wear down after a while, and then it'll cut the plastic wrong. I can start stripping it and stuff. So the tool is applied this way, okay, with the die on the back side of it or on the front side of it towards you. Right here we have some arrows, and the arrow right here, which says that's the direction that it's going to lock. So that means I will take it off. The way you change positions, you pull the pin and make the arrow go this way. So now we're going to create the thread. Okay, I'm going to create the thread. So that's what we want to do. If you need to change this out for a different size, you just pull the pin, take out this whole one, and then right back behind you, Brock, there's a 1 3/4.
Oh, nice.
And you can change it out. So I want to change it to a 1 inch. Drop it in, put it in the position that you need it going, and now you're ready to thread 1 inch. Okay, get that out. We don't need it. We're going to do half. Here. Let me get a fillet. The dies here, these were broken. A couple of them had a broken thread on them. They won't last forever, but they'll last a long time if you take good care of them. They have to be in the proper order for the thread to be created correctly. You can see that one broke right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that one is broken right there.
And brand new.
No, it's been about 2.5 years probably. 2.5 years we've had this. Okay. They do have a number on them that is stamped right here. You can see a 3214. See the number right there? That tells you the order. When we place them in here, you can look right in here. This one says 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the numbers right on the front. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just take off the top plate here and we set them in. Make sure that the plate has a little notch that drops right into these bits right here. Okay. All right, let's create a thread. So this is our cutting oil. This is a pump. We just got this. Love this thing. I've been wanting one of these for a while. We finally got it. It's got that new clear oil. It's got your basket. You can check the flow to make sure that it's got a strainer. This oil does not smell like you're in Hobbs, New Mexico. It smells really good. You want to bathe in it. All right.
It smells pretty.
So you place your die on here. Make sure your arrow's going in the right direction. Get this guy out of the way. Put a little pressure and you'll feel it bite right away. Just do about 3 of these and then add some oil when it starts to cut. Okay? See that? So watch out, don't squeeze this too much because it'll squirt back on you. Okay? So you're gonna go with 1. Notice when I rest it, notice when I come back down, that I lay it down gently, okay? And then I push it, and then I set it down where it locks and gently. Right. The reason I do that is because I don't want to gouge the thread if I do it real choppy. Oh, okay. And that's how you can start breaking the bits if you just want to get through the job. Don't treat your equipment like that, just rest it on there gently. Put the oil in there. Always put oil, the cutting oil. And this oil is a good oil. Do 3, 2, and then 3. And then reverse it and just break the threads off that are stuck to the thread, and you'll see them crumble and they'll fall out. Okay? And we go forward again. Rest it on the next stroke. Wow. And then 1, 2, 3, and then snap those off. If you let them curl too much, what will end up happening, the curls start to come out of these ports, and if you have your hands here, those can thread right into your palm of your hand. Okay? So if you're using gloves that are material gloves like this, all those shavings will get caught and stuck in here, and they're gonna end up poking you eventually. So it's best to use leather gloves or no gloves. Bless you.
So with each three, you gotta reverse and take the thread out.
Mm-hmm.
One full half revolution.
How do you know when to stop?
I'll show you when we get to the front over here. 1, 2, 3.
3 every time?
Yeah, 3 or 4. It always helps you to keep the oil on there too, because you start getting into a sequence of patterns. Does that make sense? What does NPT stand for?
National Pipe Taper.
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 Great. And you'll feel the threads when they break off, because when you go in reverse, it kind of gets in a bind.
And to think you've only done like 4 threads.
Make sure that your pipe is extended far enough from the tripod. I had a student, you can see this scrape real bad right here. He had the pipe that as his thread got closer to the tripod, he goes, man, this is getting stuck. And I walked in on him, and he was forcing it down that the threads literally stripped themselves off because it was jammed up against here. He was trying to create the thread, but he broke them right off the tip of the pipe because he had it. He didn't realize he was that close to the tripod.
I can see why you don't want to make a mistake having to work it that much.
He's just gonna thread the entire pipe for us.
Salt thread.
Each one of you guys are going to do this. You're going to cut off the thread that I just created, and then you're going to make your own.
Wait.
It's too oily. It's oily. But that hand cleaner takes this stuff off great. And then you can actually use it in your hand.
Just rub it on your face. Chick's big, a hardworking man, bro.
So the pipe's starting to rock on here. Make sure you got enough tension on there. All right.
I think that's
I
good.
think that's good right here. So
7 perfect threads, is that what you want?
yeah. So you got, I'm sticking out about a thread and a half past the dies.
Oh my god, guys.
Everybody see that? Yeah. How far we're gonna be? So
Thread and
we
half
reverse
past
it.
the dies.
We reverse it. It'll free up, get easy. Then you can spin it by hand, but be careful because you can sling oil on your clothes. So just be easy about it. Watch out, there are sharp shavings.
Joel, when he was just spinning it around, he was throwing it.
Yeah, you can do that too. As long as you got the oiler out of the way.
Oh, it was fine. Brock was standing in front of me.
It was just easy.
Okay. So there we go. Be careful when you run this, in case there's a loose shaving right there. But you can see the threads being made. We're looking for imperfections. See how those snapped right on the top?
Yeah.
That could have been right when I was showing you guys when I started jumping on it.
Yeah.
Because you're literally carving that metal. Think about it.
Right.
You're carving right through that metal just like a plow does in the earth. And it's scratching that metal. And you have to be gentle with it. That's why I say you have to rest it on the thread and don't jam it on the thread. Because if you look real close, you can literally see like that'll still work. But you just want to make sure that you're not snapping them, okay? So when you cut it, and you got always take out the metal that's in there. See, if I would not have done that with my finger, then that could have stayed in there. We could have installed it. But you'd be surprised how many of the plumbers out there, they just thread and install. And so all this stuff, that little drip leg that I showed you in the board today, it's a little trap to catch that trash. All that stuff in the dirt. So that's just part of the trade. You got to be careful.
With gas, could you blow some air on the other side of it? Or?
Do air if you want. Put some air in there. When you buy your pipe, it comes with this protective coupler right here to protect the thread that they've machined for you.
Oh, that's already on there.
Yeah, it's already on there. All right, so cutting it, just rest the wheel right next to the thread that I just created, and the next person. Because you guys are. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I could put this on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the cutting wheel?
Yeah, it's opposite from the copper tubing's on the top, right?
No, this is on the top.
No, the wheels are on the top of the copper ones, right?
No, it's on the bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the cutting wheel's wherever you're, like you adjust the cutting wheel up and down.
Oh yeah, we're adjusting the wheel. And
Yeah,
on the other one, we're
instead of
adjusting the
cutting.
wheel.
Right.
Okay, so just put a little pressure on it. Make sure you're falling in the groove. Get a revolution, little tight. Gets easy. Tighten it. Tighten it. It's actually soft. Hold on to your tool because it will fall and you'll fully get real easy. I wish we had some 6-inch.
Well, that'd be a cutting wheel.
You'd be doing the demonstration, so we'd be checking you out.
All right.
14-inch rim as a cutting wheel.
So there we go. So you can see it. Looks good. But probably right on that example I showed you, those got a little fractured right there. You can see a little whitish. It's right on the top of but the back sides look good. Wow. There you go. That's threading pipe. So with the project that you have, I'll get you the fittings. And